everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. I apologize for being late. I spilled coffee over here where when I was going to make the scans. It was about a 3/4 of a cup, and no 45s there, but I had all these little boxes, of these needles. That I have a styli inside, and some of them got wet, so I have to rinse these out. It was a mess here, so I apologize for being late, but welcome to the February 15th, 2024 Vinyl Treasure Show as we continue here with the Relic Countdown, and my leg is getting better. I fell down 3 flights of stairs, but I am okay, so it's loosening up now, so it's a lot better. But I'm putting too much pressure on my other leg, so I don't want to mess that one up. But we'll see how it goes. I should be able to do the grocery shopping tomorrow. Hopefully I will. But anyway, we opened up with a cool... I love Earl Bostic. I tell you, I'll be playing his records here. Slow or fast, you don't always have to open up with a rockin' tune, but I love to hear Earl Bostic play that saxophone, and that was the flip side of a 45 I featured last week by him called Exercise. Came out in July of 1957. That was the flip side called She's Funny That Way, with a little bit of a chorus in the background there. That's okay. It's July 57 on King Records. Now, I know my mom liked that song, I would have to say. And the song composed for the 1929 short film Gems of MGM, sung by Marion Harris, as I'm Funny That Way. And Ted Lewis also did a popular version of this song, I think, in 1929. But mostly females record this, covered by Thelma Carpenter. She did it sometime in the 30s. And, of course, Billie Holiday recorded that in 1937. Maybe Gordy Freeman, you know that song by Billie Holiday. But there you go. Earl Bostic, She's Funny That Way. So let's continue here with the countdown. Last week, we left off at number 289 on the Relic survey, the Five Royales on King with Tears of Joy. But before we go to 288, let's backtrack a little bit. There was one song, if you recall, that I didn't play because I didn't have it. I didn't have a copy either on original, nor was it ever booted. But it did come out on a CD, but of course I can't feature CDs here on the program. But it did come out on an LP, and it really never dawned on me that it was on an LP. It was Gordy Freeman that mentioned it to me. And so I have to thank Gordy for that. And all know I am a completist, as yes I am. So I'm going to play that song that I missed, and it's on this Relic LP. It's the Best of Combo Volume 3. And it comes in at number 435, and it received 1 vote. I don't know who voted for this, but it's received 1 vote for 9 points. This group from Long Beach, California. It's the group's debut single, and the group included Arthur Holly, Robert Jones, Dave Kelly, William Melvin, and Bobby Miles. Collectively, they were known as the Debonaires. This is the B-side of the 45, sort of a novelty tune like the Cadets or maybe the Robins. And actually, it really shouldn't have been included in this 1957 survey either, because this came out in October of 56, but we're going to play it. Number 435 off of that Relic LP, the Debonaires on combo with The Bill Collector.
I see him walking up the stairs. I fall to my knees. I say my prayer. I hear a knock upon my door. I shake so hard I nearly fall through the floor.
The bill collector said,
Yeah,
the bill collector said,
ain't got a dime, daddy.
all of my
I shouts out loud and very clear. Go away, man, there ain't nobody here. But he just stands there with idiotic grin and said, look out, brother, I'm coming in. Yeah. Leave me alone. Yeah. Before I have a chance to hide, breaks down the door and comes out, running inside. He reaches out and he grabs my arm. I say, ease off, daddy, before you do me harm.
The bill collector says,
get away, man.
The bill collector says,
always chasing behind me.
All of my money and it ain't even funny. The collector man is
yeah, chasing me all through the house like a cat that's hungry for a mouse. I say, look here, collector, spare my life and I give you anything you want, even my wife. And now
the bill collector's gone. The bill collector's gone. I didn't have no money, so he took my money. They both have gone away.
He took my blue suede shoes.
They both have gone away.
Repossessed my shoelaces.
They both have gone away.
Even pulled a motor from my Cadillac car. All my problems are solved.
There you go. Those are the Debonaires. The flip side, I would have to bet, is better, but I don't know if I would make that in my top 20 pick, but somebody did. October 1956, release number 435, the Debonaires on the combo record label, The Bill Collector. As we continue here on the countdown, let's move to entry number 288 by this group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is actually their sixth song so far to make the survey. We previously heard 3 on the Mercury label. They did number 530, Cool Shake, 630, 362, the Mercury version of I'm Spinning, and number 332 was the flip side of the Cool Shake called Jitterbug Mary. They had 2 come in on Phoebe, number 331, Don't Be a Fool, but I played that on Dot, and number 324, What Made Maggie Run. Yeah, we come up to number 288, had 2 mentions and 27 points. This is on the Luniverse label, which is a 3-way partnership with Bill Buchanan, Dickie Goodman, and George Gollner. Now, they put out an LP from demo tapes recorded by Barry Kay. Barry Kay was a disc jockey on WJAS in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and an early manager of the Dell Vikings. Now, the tracks were all recorded in October of 1956, and some of them really with very minimal instrumentation. So there was extra instrumentation dubbed over in on these songs on that LP, and there was one single that came off of that LP. It's number 288 here on the survey, and it's a cover of a tune first done by the Penguins. We go to July of 1957 for number 288. It's the Dell Vikings with Norman Wright on lead. This is on Luniverse Records, their rendition of the tune, Hey, Senorita.
Hey, senorita,
let me take you home. Hey, senorita, let me take you home. Hey, senorita, let me take you home. Hey, senorita, let me take you home. Hey, senorita, call me on the line. Hey, senorita, call me on the line. Call me on the line. Hey, senorita, call me on the line. Hey, senorita, call me on the line. Oh, sweet mama. Sweet, oh, 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 oh.
There you go, the sound of the Dell Vikings there, coming in at number 288, July 57. That's off the Luniverse LP. They came out with that single on Luniverse, Norman Wright and the Dell Vikings with Hey Senorita. Let's go to entry number 287. Now, this is a flip side of a song we heard earlier on the survey at number 536 by Jimmy Castor and the Juniors. That's the group's second overall release. Came out on Stephen Hodges' Atomic record label. We heard This Girl of Mine, but this was the intended A-side. Had 3 mentions, totaling 27 points, and it's a cover tune, first recorded back in 1953 by the Willis Brothers on the RCA record label. We go to January 57, Jimmy Castor and the Juniors on Atomic. It's called Somebody Mentioned Your Name, number 387.
Somebody mentioned your name.
I thought I could forget you, dear, and drive you from my heart. Then somebody mentioned your name. I tried to find some happiness, but each dream fell apart. 'Cause somebody mentioned your name. When I tore up your photograph, I thought my heart was free, but I couldn't tear the picture hiding in my memory. I even found another love to help put out the flame. Then somebody mentioned even found another love to help put out the flame. Then somebody mentioned your name.
Somebody mentioned
your
It's not easy to get on a 45. I got to thank Spence Wooten, the late Spence Wooten, for supplying me with that 45. Jimmy Castor and the Juniors there, January 1957, number 287 on the survey on the Atomic record label. Somebody mentioned your name. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. Those of you that are new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about the program. Had a great soulful show last night. No copyright police. They were out a little bit chasing me around, but they didn't, thank goodness, block the video. But this is our day show here on Thursday. I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 1950s and early 60s, as requested by you, the listeners. Send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Let's pick it up here. This group, originally from Detroit, Michigan, they return to the survey, and at number 286, we previously heard two that they had on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label. Number 402 was It's Love, 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 and number 339, a song called Ice Cream Baby. Here is the A-side to their third release on the Onyx record label, with the unmistakable lead voice of Howard Guyton. And this is a cover tune. This was originally done back in 1953, a country hit for Hank Williams and his Drifting Cowboys on MGM Records. And this received this was on 4 entries, scoring 27 points, March 57. Let's give a listen to the Pearls on the Onyx label and their rendition of the tune, Your Cheatin' Heart.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry, and I'll try to sleep, but my sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell you when the tears are coming down like a falling rain. You're gonna walk around and I'll call my name. You're gonna walk on that floor just the way that I do. Your cheating heart will tell
March 1957, release number 288, and wait, can't see my sixes, MIH 286 on the survey. Those are the Pearls, and that's Howard Guyton. I'm telling you, unmistakable voice of Howard Guyton on lead on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, their rendition of the tune, Your Cheatin' Heart. Let's move to entry number 285, as it's a B-side to entry number 463 by Gene Mumford and the Serenaders. We featured that one called When You're Smiling. Now, Gene, previously a member of the Larks, but formed another group and did one session for High Weiss, and Weiss put it out on his Whiz record label. The song co-written by the lead singer, Gene Mumford. I know we have a lot of fans of Gene Mumford in the YouTube chat room. This had 4 mentions totaling 27 points. We go to March of 1957. This is not an easy record to find by Gene Mumford and the Serenaders. Whiz Records. It's called Please Give Me One More Chance, number 285.
Please give me one more chance to say that I love you. Please give me one more chance and say you love me too. Love me too, darling. You and I were meant to be together, oh, together through toils and trials and any kind of weather, forever. But give me one more chance to hold you in my arms. Just give me one more chance to cherish all your charms, darling. Maybe someday I'll have to say, oh, what a fool I have been. But give me one more chance to say that I love you.
Darling, maybe someday I'll say, oh, what a fool I've been.
Please give me one more chance to say that I love you.
That's the great Gene Mumford and the Serenaders. I think he does a solo effort on Columbia with that song, I think, with no vocal group backing him up, but that's a great tune there. March 1957 on the Whiz record label, number 285. Please Give Me One More Chance is the name of the tune. Let's go to entry number 284, and this is the first record to receive 5 mentions. It's also scored 27 points. This group from Jackson, Mississippi, was George Tompkins that turned me on to this 45, and they first backed up Bobby Charles on his Chess release called One-Eyed Jack, but they had their own release that came out on the Chess subsidiary Argo Records. It features George Jackson on lead, not the George Jackson of the Plants, a different George Jackson. The interesting thing about this record also is that the publishing reads Figure Music, and I would think that Alan Freed somehow had his hand in this record. I don't know, maybe he played the other side, Mr. Hardluck, I think it's called. But anyway, this is from December 57, number 284. These are the Orbits. The Orbits on the Argo label. It's called Who Are You?
Who are you? You. Who are you?
Oh, I need you so. Oh, why did you go? Don't you know, my darling? my side. Oh, my love for you I can't hide. Don't you know, my darling, that I need you so. I need you so. My days have been lonely. Why? My nights have been so blue. Why? Dear, I love you. Why? You only. No one else in this whole world will do. Oh, I need you so. I cry when you walk out that door. Don't you know, my darling, that I need you so. I need you so. Are you? Are you? Are you?
There you go. Those are the Orbits. The Orbits from Jackson, Mississippi. That featured George Jackson on lead December 1957 release. It's on the Argo record label. Who Are You is the name of the tune. Listen, was it Cindy Chestnut? You wish you had all these records. I'm telling you, this is a lifetime of collecting, because I started collecting when I was a teenager in high school, and that was in the 1970s. I graduated high school in 1976. I didn't know a lot of these records. I heard them on a lot of the collector shows here in the New York area that pretty much have disappeared. You can listen to Sirius XM and Cool Bobby B. You just, plays the CDs, and he does a great job doing that too. But for collectors, there are a few shows out there that play originals, like the R&B Serenade on Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m. Frank Chingaro, who is one of the co-hosts with Gordon Skagberg. He's a favorite. He listens to Johnny G's show. We need to keep the music alive here in its original format. That's what I say, because I need collectors, future collectors like young Evan, to buy my 45s when I decide to sell out. And I don't know when that would be. We really don't know what the future holds for us. But as long as I can continue to play this music, and I have listeners like all of you tuned into the program, that's what we need to do. We need to listen to music to put us in a happy mode. That's what we need to do, especially with our past, when things were so much, I guess, better and easier back then. So thank you all for tuning in. Again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@AOL.com. Let's continue here. Got another flip side here from a song we heard earlier in the survey, number 469. This is a rare 45 on Fury Records by Carl Hogan and the Miracles. It's on Bobby Robinson's Fury label. The side we played at number 469 was Your Love, parentheses, is All I Need. Now the flip gets 5 mentions with 27 points, and the lead singer, Carl Hogan, was half of the duo Charles and Carl that recorded for Red Robin Records. Also, he was a member of the Valentines that recorded for the Rama record label. And his backup group, The Miracles, they included Leon Briggs, Joe Brisbane, Irving Lee, Gale, and Jerry Moore. And you can, if you listen closely to the background of them on this song, it kind of reminds me of a record done by the Turks called I'm a Fool. That's where I think they got those background sounds from. But anyway, you can be the judge. Number 283 on the survey, February 57 release for Carl Hogan and the Miracles on the Fury label. It's called I Love You So.
I love you so. I love you so. Need you more than you'll ever know. More than you know. Why then why? Oh, why must you go? Why must you go? Need you more than you know. More than you know. Please come home. Please come home. Just to hear your voice on the phone. On the phone. Then I'll know that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Please come on home. Come put your arms around me. Take what you want from me. Come, let us go together. This love is rightfully mine. Need you more than you'll ever know. More than you know. Why then why? Oh, why must you go? Why must you go? Need you more than you know.
That's a rare 45 coming in at number 283 on the survey. Carl Hogan and the Miracles with I Love You So, February 57 release on the Fury record label, Bobby Robinson's Fury Records. Both sides of that to 45 made it on the survey. That is a very rare record as we continue here. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York for entry number 282 with 28 points and 3 mentions. We heard from this group earlier with their release on the deluxe label number 524, a song entitled Cold Cash. But this was their first of 2 on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. Now, the lead singer previously sang lead with the Wheels of My Heart's Desire fame, recorded for the Premium record label. His name is Rudy Anderson, another voice that is, to me, unmistakable to identify. And let's give a listen to the Federals. The Federals at number 282 from July 1957. It's called While Our Hearts Are Young, number 282.
While our hearts are young, and all our dreams are new, say you will take the love I'm offering you. While our hearts are young, let's learn the secrets of a way to build a true and lasting love. While our hearts are young.
Coming in at number 282 from July 1957, The Sound of the Federals. Rudy Anderson on lead with the Federals on the Fury record label. That was like a twin spin on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label, While Our Hearts Were Young. Yes. Let's go to entry number 281. There were 5 mentions and 28 points. I probably voted for this song. Possibly. I wish I found my list of what I voted for. But we heard the flip side of this earlier at number 456, a song called Don't Go. It's on Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. I recently requested this song on the R&B Rhythm and Blues Serenade show with Frank and Gordon, and was played in the second hour on WRHU 88.7 FM. I was listening on the website at wrhu.org. They will not be on, though, unfortunately, this coming Sunday. They're airing the Islanders game, so they will not be on this week, but you have to tune in on a future Sunday to that program beginning at 3 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Time, 3 to 5 on WRHU. But I like this song a lot, as Frank knows, and the groups, it's actually the follow-up to the groups and the labels, I should say, Holiday Records' biggest hit. They had a hit with a song called United, but this tune co-written by the lead singer. His name is Johnny Hicks. Let's go to August of 1957, entry number 281 on the Holiday record label. Let's give a listen to the Love Notes. It's called If I Could Make You Mine.
I could never build you a castle, honey, on dreams of you do I die. And I could be so happy if I could make you mine. I'm not the hero of any movie or the star of any show, but I could love you, darling, and never let you go, and I would marry you tomorrow. Just say the wedding time, I would be there waiting if I could make you mine. I
sound of the Love Notes there from August 1957. That's their second release. That's their follow-up to United on the Holiday label, If I Could Make You Mine. And, of course, the lead singer there, Johnny Hicks, was the lead singer of the Ivories that recorded on the Jaguar record label. You know, that record came out twice, and I have finally found a copy of the first way. It doesn't sound anywhere near as good as the other one. I'll have to play it for you here on a Saturday night. But again, this song very memorable to me because my aunt had this on the Rumble album. It's known by collectors as the Rumble album on the Jubilee record label. She bought it at Master's Department Store probably around 1961, although that LP came out in 1959 on a blue Jubilee label, which I do have, by the way. But I just remember seeing that Jubilee logo with those rainbow teeth around the label. You know that the LP, the 33 and a third, watching that spin around and listening to these records, and I so much remember that record that my aunt used to play for me. Johnny G here on a Thursday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here, as I really, if you can't tell, I get enjoyment by playing my 45s, and this is really the only time I really get a chance to listen to them all the way through. So let's continue here with the countdown. Actually, the next four entries all received 29 points, and but different, 3 votes, 2 votes, 5 votes. But this particular song at number 280 received 3 mentions, and this group was discovered by the wife of band leader Al Brown. She heard them singing in the New York City subway and gave the lead singer, his name was John Mastrangelo, gave him her husband's business card. And that led to this group's first 2 releases, came out on the Joyce record label. Now, this is the B-side to their second release, coming in at number 280 with Johnny Mastrangelo on lead. We go to October of 1957, number 280. The Sound of the Cress, early Cress on the Joyce label. It's called Wish She Was Mine.
Well, she's the girl for me. She's pretty as can be. Yes, she is so fine. Wish she was mine. She is so sweet. She swept me off of my feet. I know the reason why. Wish she was mine. Oh well, I looked her over once or twice or 3 times. I thought it over. She's a girl for me. How happy I would be. I know that she's my kind. Wish she was mine. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! Well, I looked her over once or twice and 3 times. I thought it over. She's a girl for me. How happy I will be. I know she's my kind. Wish she was mine. All mine. Hey, all mine. Well, now, all mine. I said all mine. Oh, I wish she was mine.
That's number 280 on the survey. Those are the Cress. That's their Second release on the Joyce record label, October 1957, Wish She Was Mine, is the name of the tune. Johnny Mastrangelo, he's the lead singer on that one. Of course, he would shorten it to Johnny Maestro later on. But did you know there was a female member of this group when they recorded for the Joyce record label? Her name was Patricia Vandross, and she was the older sister to singer Luther Vandross. There you go. I like that record, By the Crest. Let's continue here for Thursday afternoon as we go to number 279 with this group from Bakersville, California. Received 3 mentions. First recording for Larry Mead's Vita record label, but when lead singer Joe Grundy received his draft notice, he would be replaced by a bass, Don Wyatt, and Joe's brother, Reuben Gundy. He also left the group. Now, Buck Ram was the manager of the group, and he would replace his brother, Reuben Gundy, with a former lead singer of the Aladdins, Eddie Williams. And in August 1956, he signed the group to his Antler record label, a new label he just created, and they had this one release on the label. It features the bass, though, on this song, Don Wyatt. He's on lead. This song dates back to 1921. I think it was first done by, is it Joseph Knecht? Waldorf Astoria Orchestra, maybe that did this first. Well, that's what I found out, but this one's from February 57, number 279. Let's give a listen to the Colts. The Colts on the Antler label, and their rendition of the tune Sheik of Araby, number 279.
Are you old H.H.?
No,
Spiderweb?
no,
Huggy Boy?
no,
Hound Dog?
no, wow.
Moon Dog?
No.
I'm the Sheik of Araby. Honey, your love belongs to me. At night when you're asleep, just a baby into your tent, as your little old tent I'll creep. Yes, the stars they shine up above, honey, they'll light our way to love. You rule this land with me. Yes, I'm the Sheik of Araby.
I'm the Sheik of Araby.
Yes, your love belongs to me. And night when you're asleep, well, into your good I'll
Yes, the stars are shining above. Honey, don't you know their light our way to love? You rule this land with only me. I'm the Sheik.
Yes,
I'm the Sheik.
yes.
I'm the Sheik of Araby. Yeah, they call me the Sheik of Araby. Honey, don't you know into your little old tent I'm gonna creep. Yeah, goodbye. So long. I'm gone.
As entry number 279 on the survey, those are the Colts. Don Wyatt, the bass lead there from February 57. It's the first time I played that here on the program. Lots of records I played on this survey. First time plays here on the program. That one there on Buck Ram's Antler record label. Chic of Araby is the name of the tune. As we continue here with the countdown, and the Cadillacs made it on the survey at entry number 278 with 4 mentions. It's the group's 10th release on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. This charted number 6 on KTSA in San Antonio, Texas, if you were tuned in. This song written by Chuck Willis. Now, Jesse Powell and the orchestra, they're providing the instrumentation, and Jesse is on sax on this song here. Features Earl Speedo Carroll on lead. We go to February of 1957, number 278. The sound of the Cadillacs on the Josie label. It's called Sugar, Sugar.
Here come a girl walking down the street. Boy, she is sweet from her head to her feet. Sugar, 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 sugar. Come go home with me. Rose is red and the flowers blue. Sugar, sweet, and so are you. Sugar, 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 sugar. Come go home with me. Well, best little dancer in this town. You rock and roll till the sun goes down. Sugar, 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 sugar. Come go home with me. Sugar, 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 sugar. Come go home with me. I like the way you look and the way you walk, the way you look and the way you talk. Sugar, 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 sugar. Come go home with me. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Those are the Cadillacs, Earl Speedo Carroll and the Cadillacs there from February 1957, coming in at number 278 on the survey. Their tune called Sugar, Sugar. Cool sax break there by Jesse Powell and the orchestra. Let's move to entry number 278 that was. We moved to entry 277, and it is the... what I say here, this is the first song to receive 6 mentions on this song, and it's a flip side of entry number 450, which was the B-side of the 45, and a wonderful ballad called If I'm a Fool, came out on Bill Lastly's Amp 3 record label. This is the same label that the Dan Lears had the first press of One Summer Night, and this group called the Empires. More than likely it's the same group that recorded for the Harlem, Wing, and Mercury labels, but this is from August of 1957, a great two-sided 45, coming in at number 277, the Empires on Amp 3. It's called Zippity Zip.
Zip, 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 zoom out. Zip, 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 zoom out. Zip, 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 zip,
feel so sad. And I hit it, gee, I'm glad. The flame is burning, burning deep inside.
Burning inside, yeah.
Gee, baby, I feel so blue. Because I love no one but you. I really need you, love you, all I do. Well, the day that you left me, I thought I would die. But now you're here, it's never goodbye. I need you, I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Oh, gee, baby, I feel so sad. When I hit it, gee, I'm glad. The flame is burning, burning deep inside. Do-wop, 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 shoo-wop, 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 do-wop, zip-shoo-wop, do-wop, zip-shoo-wop, do-wop, zip-shoo-wop, shoo-wop, 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 shoo-wop.
But now your there's never goodbye. I really, 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 really love you so. I never, never let you go.
Gee, baby, it feels the same. And I hit it, gee, I'm glad. The flame is burning, burning deep inside. Well, zip, baby, a zippity zip,
Yeah.
zip you up.
That is a frantic dancer there, Lenny. You must be tired from dancing to that tune there. You got to really go fast with that record. There you go. The Empires coming in at number 277 from August 1957. That's on Bill Lasley's Amp 3 record label. Zippity Zip is the name of the tune, a record I used to hear on Oldies Radio here in New York City when I was a young collector, marking down the records that I wanted to find. And it took me years and years and years to accumulate this collection. It's not something you really can do unless you had a lot of money. There was a collection that was available that you can buy. You'd have pretty much every record that you wanted, but you'd have to buy the whole collection. Of course, you'd have to have oodles and oodles of money to do it. And but again, we all are not in that. We're not available. We really can't do that. Most of us can't. But when you do have the chance, it's really, maybe a radio station or something, or you think about it, because I talk about this with my buddy Dave the Ray. We talk about with somebody, what happens when, what are we going to do with all our records when we're no longer here, or we kind of maybe lose interest, although I would never lose interest. I'll always love the music, but maybe you can, maybe some record guy that was a singer or whatever likes this music, he'll buy the entire collection. That would be the best thing. But again, it's not that easy to really dissolve a record collection. I mean, even for mine, I have 150,000 45s. I don't even know where to start with that, because it would take me years to sell it off piece by piece. But, when you get to a certain age, sometimes that becomes a difficult thing to think about. Although I don't want to think about that. Although my father tells me, you better sell these records now and get the money while you can. But, whatever, these are collectibles, and collectibles normally go up in value. So, and again, I think when I was buying records, I never looked at it as an investment thing. I looked at it as more of a, I just liked the music, and maybe I wanted to get every record of a certain label or whatever. That was my goal. Of course, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do, because I thought that you don't have endless space. You can run out of space very easily. But the records that I play here on the program they're not always all my favorites, but I like to have them. I like to look at them, and I like to play them. So it's not like they're sitting there. So I'm getting really good use from these records, actually sometimes too much use. But again, it's a collectible and something that you can actually see and hear versus like my father's into stamps. You can look at stamps, but really a record, you can put it on the turntable and play it. And then those of you that live the music, it gives you memories. And me, I wasn't listening when the records were coming out on the radio, but just imagine as a teenager listening to this music and going out and buying the records. And I know some of you out there in the audience have done that and still have your records too. That is a cool thing. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Let's continue with the countdown here. I wanted to find my cleaner copy of this record because this is slightly off center and I'm not happy with that. But the number 276 received 2 mentions and 30 points, as done by this great group out of Queens, New York. It's their 6th and final release on Sol Rabinowitz's Baton record label. And of course, the group's biggest hit was their debut single. Their first release on Baton was called 1,000 Stars. It was written by the lead singer of the group, his name Eugene Pearson. And that first came out in December of 1953. But in May of 57, Baton Records would re-release that, and they would remaster it. I think they added some echoes and some more instrumentation to it. I don't know why they do that, but some of the record companies did do that. But the flip side of the 45 was a previously unreleased master that they did at their first session at Bell Sound Studios in New York City that November of 1953. And I'm so glad that they put that out. And it comes in at number 276 from, even though recorded in November of 53, it was released in May of 57. And 2 people put this as one of their top records of 1957. Let's give a listen to the Rivaliers. It's Eugene Pearson and the Rivaliers on Baton Records. It's called Who Is the Girl?
Who is the girl you were dancing with last night? Who is the girl you were holding so tight? Tell me, won't you tell me what is her name? Tell me, who is the girl? She's as pretty as can be. Who is the girl? Introduce her to me. Tell me, won't you tell me what is her name? Well, she's the kind of girl that I die for, and I know she means the same to you. Yeah, she's the kind of girl that I cry for if she ever left me alone and blue. Oh, tell me, who closer to me. Who is the girl? She's as pretty as can be. Tell me, won't you tell me what is her name?
Whoops. There you go, slightly off center. I have a promo copy of that I was looking for that I bought from Brian Korn, but I couldn't find it in time. But anyway, there you go, the sound of I lost my place. The Rivaliers there, Eugene Pearson, they should have put that out, is what they should have. They shouldn't have put it out a B-side to a reissue. But that one there from May 1957, recorded in November of 53. The Rivaliers, Eugene Pearson and the Rivaliers on Baton Records. Who is the Girl is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 275. The Platters have their third entry here on the survey, and we heard from them at number 551 with The Mystery of You, and 552 was the flip side, Only Because. But here is the B-side to their seventh release on the Mercury record label. Had 2 mentions and 30 points, and it features the only female member of the group on lead. Her name is Zola Taylor, and she also co-wrote this tune. Let's go to January of 57 at number 275. The sound of the Platters on the Mercury label. It's called He's Mine.
He's mine.
Yes, she's really mine.
He's mine.
Yes, she's really mine.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
Really mine. I said my baby loves me so. He really lets me know he's mine. Really mine. He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
Really mine. I said my baby loves me so. He really lets me know he's mine. Really mine. When he pets me, he's sweet and gentle. It just gets me. Honest and truly, I'm sentimentally mine.
Doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
He's mine.
Wop doodly wop doo wop.
Really mine. I said my baby loves me so. He really lets me know he's mine. Really mine. He's mine.
Yes, she's really mine.
He's mine.
She sure is fine.
He's mine.
Drives me out of my mind.
He's mine.
Oh man, this chick is something else.
He's mine. He's mine.
Had Zola Taylor on lead with the Platters. I'm sure many of you heard that on the radio if you were tuned into the radio back in 1957. I think it's I'm Sorry is the A side of that 45. There you go, the sound of the Platters. Lost my place. January 57 release on the Mercury Records. He's Mine is the name of the tune. Do you know Zola Taylor? She's got a pretty nice record on RPM. It's not that easy to find. And I was able to find 2 copies of that. And Spence sold my other copy. I don't know who got it, but I had a copy. It was in okay shape. But then I picked up another one, not quite mint, but it's hard to find. That Zola Taylor on the RPM record label. Johnny G G here on a Thursday afternoon. Thank you for being here and tuned into the program. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. And also with 30 points and 2 mentions, this group out of New Haven, Connecticut. We heard the B-side of this 45 at number 488 on Joe Alderman's Anchor record label. The song was called Heavenly Love, and it's the debut single for this group called The Academics. Now, this tune, coming in at number 274, was written by the second tenor of the group. His name is Marty Ganter, and it features Dave Fisher on lead. Let's go to April of 1957 at number 274. The Academics on the Anchor record label. The vinyl, not the greatest on this, but this is the hard way to have this record, because you can also have it on Anchor Records. They were sued to change the name of the label, so they dropped the R in Anchor and they made it Anko. This is the Academics. It's called Too Good to Be True.
Womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, oh. Womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, oh. When I first met her, she loved somebody else. I thought that I could change her mind, have her for myself, but I guess I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, 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 oh. I tried and I tried to make her love me too. If she would only trust in me, I'd prove my love is true. But I guess I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, 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 oh. When I went to see her, she made me think she cared. I thought that she loved me too, and I love a weaker share. Now I'm all alone, thinking of you. Why did you break my heart, leave me oh so blue? But I guess I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, 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 oh. When I went to see her, she made me think she cared. I thought that she loved me too, and I love a weaker share. Now I'm all alone, thinking of you. Why did you break my heart, leave me oh so blue? But I guess I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, 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 oh,
I wonder if that record sounds any better with a 78 needle. Let me just try something here. Let me just see. Because I doubt it, but I'm going to try it. Maybe it does not, but this it could be just a grainy press, because a lot of the records. Let me just try it with a 78 needle. Let me see if it sounds any better. It might sound worse, but let's see if it sounds any better with a 78 needle. Maybe not. Maybe it's got to ride up at the top. Let's see.
womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, oh. Womp doo-be-doo, womp doo-be-doo, womp.
What do you think? Does it sound better?
When I first met her, she loved somebody else. I thought that I could change her mind, have her for myself.
Sound
but
better
I
or the
guess
same?
I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, 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 oh. I tried and I tried to make her love me too. If she I know my love is true, but I guess I really know she was too good to be true. Oh, oh,
I think it sounds better, don't you? I should play that again with the 78 needle. But anyway, there you go. But I should have played that with the 78 needle. I should have checked it out better. Thank you, Gordy. So, and Evan, they say it sounds better. There you go. So now I know when I play that Anchor record label, I should play it with the 78 needle. Maybe I should. No, I'm not going to play it again. We'll continue here. So let's continue here on the program. Okay, everybody says it sounds better. Thank you, folks. And there you go. Everybody's saying it. Let's continue here. Let's go to entry number 273 with 30 points. This group out of Coney Island, New York. First recording for Chris Ford's Tuxedo label. They backed up a singer by the name of James Carter. I have those 45s in my collection. And they would also have releases on Chris Ford's Mint record label, and their second release comes in at number 273, a tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Sylvester Jackson. This one here from 1957, number 273. Let's give a listen to the Sentimentals on the Mint record label. The song is called Wedding Bells.
ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Those wedding bells, they are ringing. The birds of spring, they are singing that you and I are about to wed. I love you, darling, with all my heart. Please say you love me, we'll never part. You know I love you, and I'll always be true, always be true. Ring out, ring out, wedding bells. Ring out, ring out, ring out, you and me. Ring out, ring out, ring out, ring out, ringing for you and me. I love you, darling, with all my heart. Please say you love me, we'll never part. You know I love you, and I'll always be true. Ding dong, ding dong.
Coming in at number 273 there, those are the Sentimentals. The Sentimentals, Sylvester Jackson on lead. I think he also has an unmistakable voice, by the way. 1957, that's their second release on the Mint record label. Wedding Bells is the name of the tune. That record I found out in the wild for $1. Really can't go wrong paying $1 for some of these 45s when you're a young collector looking at people's records in their garage or at a flea market or whatnot. So I saw that in the box and I got excited about it, and I should be. It's a great two-sided 45. Johnny G here for a Thursday afternoon. We're counting down the 1957 Relic survey as voted by by collectors back in 1997 and compiled by the Relic Record Store in New Jersey. And they sent out the ballots. You mailed your ballot in, and they compiled them, and they ranked your top 20. They gave them weights, and they came up with, I think, 562 records. I started out here. We started at number 562. Here we are going to number 272 now as we go out to Los Angeles, California. And we heard from this group earlier in the survey on the Bahari Brothers Modern record label, number 462, and the song called Love Can Do Most Anything. That was their 13th release on the Modern record label. Let's give a listen to their 11th. And when the group was touring on the East Coast, and that was sometime in September of 1956, they recorded a number of songs here in New York City. They used the studio here in New York City, and both sides of this 45 were recorded here in New York, as well as two other tracks. I think one was called I'll Be Spinning, and the other one's of Fools... What do I wrote here? Fools in Love? I didn't write this here. No, Fools Rush In. Oh, Jesus, Johnny. And again, where normally Maxwell Davis and the orchestra was handling the instrumentation, here in New York, it was Sam the Man Taylor and his orchestra. And this tune written by the lead singer, Aaron Collins, coming in at number 272. Let's give a listen to the Cadets, a.k.a. the Jacks. But here they are as the Cadets from March 57 on the Modern record label. Their tune called You Belong to Me, number 272. Wait, I had the thing down all the way there. That's not good.
I love you with all my heart. There's nothing to keep us apart, because you're mine, you belong to me, belong to me. Come back, please, my dear. You know, I need you here. You gave me your word. You belong to me. Remember, we made a promise. Oh, let's not break our vow. Oh, let's forgive and let's forget and make up somehow. I love you more than myself. Don't leave me for someone else, because you're mine, you belong to me. Remember, we made a promise. Oh, let's not break our vow. Oh, let's forgive and let's forget. Let's make up somehow. I love you more than myself. Don't leave me for someone else, because you're mine, you belong to me.
Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Always loves the sound of the Jack/Cadets, that type of sound there. Aaron Collins on lead. He also wrote the tune from March 1957, coming in at number 272 on Modern Records, You Belong to Me. What a great tune that is. We continue now. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan now for entry number 271. This received 4 mentions and 30 points on this. This group first recording as the Serenaders in the early 1950s, and in 1955 they would add a new lead singer by the name of Willie Jones. They would sign with Atco Records, and they would change their name to the Royal Jokers. Now, the group would reorganize later in 1957. They have a couple of releases on Devorah Brown's High Q record label. This was their first, and is an old song that goes back to 1937, recorded by so many groups. Not too long ago, I played a unreleased version of this. I think Bill Obe, he told me about it. The Flamingos do a nice rendition of this tune, but this is the Royal Jokers version of this song. It features Billy Lyons on lead. Let's go to late 1957, number 271 on the survey with 30 points. The Royal Jokers on High Q, their rendition of the tune September in the Rain, number 271.
Well, you know the leaves of brown came tumbling down. Remember last September in the rain. Well, you know the sun went out just like a dying ember last September in the rain. In every word of love you'll hear me whispering. Well, the raindrops seem to carry a sweet refrain.
A sweet refrain.
Well, though spring is here, to me it's still September. Last September in the rain. Well, the leaves of brown came a-tumbling down. Remember last September in the rain. Well, the sun went out like a dying ember last September in the rain. Whispering. Well, the raindrops seem to carry a sweet refrain.
A sweet refrain.
Well, though spring is here, to me it's still September. Last September in the rain. Well, the leaves of brown came a-tumbling down. Remember last September. Like a dying ember last September in the rain. September in the rain.
That is entry number 271 on the Relic survey, the sound of the Royal Jokers from late 1957. I guess that's on Devorah Brown's High Q record label, High Q Records, a subsidiary of the Fortune record label. And the Royal Jokers there with Billy Lyons on lead, their rendition of the tune September in the Rain. Hopefully no rain. Well, it's actually melting the snow here in Westchester County, New York. We had a lot of snow, and hopefully we won't get any more of that, but let's continue. It is 40 and mostly cloudy, it says here in the in Westchester County, New York. But let's continue here to go to number 270 on the survey. It received 2 mentions and 31 points. This group, we heard from their first release coming in at number 340 on the survey, on Ben Smith and Bill Bass Gordon's Teenage Records out of New York City. The Demons, we heard You Broke My Heart at number 340. That was their first release on the label. This is their second from the fall of 1957, and the harder of the two to find. I was looking at my copy here, and I don't think this is a true first press, although it's not that crappy reproduction, so I don't know if somebody booted this or whatever, or it's a second press or whatnot, but it definitely is not the first press. And I was not happy when I got this record. Not that I paid a lot of money for it, but it wasn't that I got it for like $10. It was 3 figures, but it's not. I probably got duped on this copy, but it's their second release for the Teenage record label, and it features Eddie Jones on lead. This is from the fall of 57. Let's give a listen to the Demons on the Teenage label. It's called The Greatest of Them All, number 270.
You are the greatest of them all. Yes, you're the one who'd never fall, who could never name it. How can you explain it? That I should be the lucky one. You are the greatest of them all. Yes, you're the one who'd never fall. Darling, we played it. With me you made it. But now you're ready to run. Don't be ashamed of what you have done. Hold your head up high.
If you can take it, go on and run. Go have yourself a good cry.
Darling, let's face it, you just can't make it. And since I've made you fall, before you leave, please try to believe you're still the greatest of them all. Greatest of
Those are the Demons from the fall of 1957. That's on the Teenage record label, The Greatest of Them All is the name of the tune. That had 31 points, 2 mentions on that. And Eddie Jones, he's the lead singer. Of course, this group would later change their name to the Emersons. They had releases on the Newport record label, also the Cub label. Now, Eddie Jones also would have some solo releases later on in the early 1960s. Now, the thing with this record is I do have that, you know, that crappy boot with that's so blurry. But when I got this, it didn't have a blurry print. But it has the right etchings in the dead wax, except it doesn't say -45, and that was what kind of teed me off. And you know, sometimes it's easy to tell these teenage records because they have like a, you know, like a big bump in the center of the label, how they press them up. That's how you can tell. But it's got square edges, and I mean, you know, it's just questionable to me. And I'm really good with originals, I'd say. Johnny G babbling on here. Let's continue here, and we go to Los Angeles, California for this group. You all know we featured one of their other songs at number 513 from November 57, a song called Sweet Georgia Brown that was on the Atco record label. Well, they return with their 4th release on the Atco record label. This is actually the follow-up to a big hit of theirs, Searchin' and Youngblood. Both those songs played on the radio back in 1957. This tune written and produced by by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, and it features Carl Gardner on lead. This charted number 64 on Billboard, number 5 record on WCAE. If you were listening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, let's go to August of 1957 with two mentions and 31 points. These are the Coasters on the Atco record label. It's called Idol with the Golden Head, number 269.
Bought myself an idol with a golden head.
Great big idol with the golden head.
Put it on a shelf right above my bed.
Great big idol with the golden head.
Got down on my knees and began to pray.
Great big idol with the golden head.
I said, idol, tell me where's my Bigfoot made.
Great big idol with the golden head.
The idol's eyes began to wink and blink.
Great big idol with the golden head.
He said, hold on, Jim, give me time to think.
Great big idol with the golden head.
The lightning flashed and the idol did speak.
Great big idol with the golden head.
He said, your Bigfoot man, she's down at Catfish Creek. Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin'
yeah, she's rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'. Poppin' and a poppin' and a bumpin' and a jumpin'.
I said goodbye to the idol sitting on my shelf.
Oh, gee, what did you see?
Went down to the creek to see for myself.
Oh, gee, what did you see?
I parked my car and I looked around.
Oh, gee, what did you see?
There was a mess of empty beer cans laying on the ground.
Oh, gee, what did you see?
I peeped through the door and my hair turned gray.
Oh, gee, what did you see?
In the middle of the floor there was Bigfoot May, rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and
yeah, she was rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'. Poppin' and a poppin' and a bumpin' and a jumpin' and a
I went back to the house, I was feeling so blue.
Great big idol with the golden head.
I said, tell me, idol, what am I going to do?
Great big idol with the golden head.
He said, I got the answer, there's only one way.
Great big idol with the golden head.
You got to learn to do the boogie with your Bigfoot May. Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a
yes, rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
Rockin' and a rollin'. Poppin' and a poppin' and a bumpin' and a jumpin' and a hop.
you go with that cold ending there. That's the follow-up to Searchin' by the Coasters. Carl Gardner and the Coasters there, August 1957, with 31 points. Idle with the Golden Head is the name of the tune. That one there on the Atco record label. I have to be careful with the copyright police here. I don't know. It's weird because for the first 2 hours, they kind of let me slide with some of these records. I dare not play a Buddy Holly record or a Beatles or a Rolling Stones or Beach Boys record. I'm afraid to play that. They'll shut me down immediately, and I think it's kind of ridiculous when I'm promoting their music, but that's the way they are. I have to, abide by the rules on this platform. If I had my own server and I can put this out myself, that would be ideal, but unfortunately I don't. And there's so many people on YouTube. The show gets a lot of exposure. Millions of people have, can tune into the program if they like or if they find out about it. It's kind of weird how the algorithms work, because I ask a lot of the listeners how they found out about the show, and they said it just showed up as a suggestion, but maybe somebody else that subscribed, it then showed up on their link somehow, and they were looking at videos, and that's how the thing kind of spreads, really. That's at least what they tell me to do. But I have to be careful for what I play, so that's why when you send in your requests, kind of lean away of the big hits that you can hear on regular terrestrial radio or Sirius XM. But if you have an obscure record, I don't have them all, but I have a lot of them. Like, I don't have this next one, unfortunately, although it's on my want list, and I did look for it in the collection, but I'm not sure if that person had the record. But we move to number 268 now. This received 3 votes and 31 points. Now, the flip side of this came in at number 442, a song called Tweet Tweet, and I didn't have this on the original label, which was you got fired, which was Noble Records. Actually, I think Noble Records, but this is originally came out on, no, not Noble, L&M, I'm sorry, L&M. L&M Records out of Los Angeles, California. It's the group's debut single. It features Noonie Moore on lead. This is Noonie Moore and the Peacocks from 1957, and I'm featuring it on the Firefly label. Bill Obe was able to find that this came out on Firefly. Thank you, Bill, for that. But it's number 268, Noonie Moore and the Peacocks. It's called Bouquet of Roses, number 268.
A bouquet of roses I gladly give to you. This bouquet of roses I hope will see me through. I've been so lonely, I can't go on this way. I'm hoping and pleading you'll believe me when I say I am so sorry for all the wrong I've done. There was no reason and no victory was won. Please reconsider. I hope you'll understand. I send you these roses to ask you for another chance.
There you go. That's a very rare 45 on the original label, that being L&M Records out of Los Angeles, California. I featured it on the Firefly reissue label from 1957, number 268. Noonie Moore and the Peacocks is the name of the group. The song is called Bouquet of Roses. Received 3 votes and 31 points. Of course, they would have 2 more releases on the Noble record label. I know there was one that I missed in that collection there, but it's very hard to look through thousands and thousands of records all at one sitting, as many of you know. As we continue here with the Relic Countdown with number 267, again with 3 mentions and 31 points. This is on Sid Nathan's King record label. They did 2 for the King label, and I remember when I got both of those, because Greg Surik sold me both of those at the same time, and their second one comes in at number 267, and they have a bio promo on this with some of these. George Tompkins would tell me, Johnny, those are all made up, but sometimes I would disagree with him because they give all the members of the group, so I really do look at those bio promos and what they say. Now this one said, a completely new act, the first time on record, Joe Perkins and the Rookies are a young group who have been centering their vocal activities around their hometown of Nashville, Tennessee. Now, the lead singer, Joe Perkins, graduated from Cameron High School, located in Nashville, Tennessee, and in the spring of 1956. And 4 other group members are still in high school, but devote every spare moment they can to their singing. I think that's a pretty cool bio of the group. And coming in at number 267 from March 1957 is Joe Perkins and the Rookies. This is on King Records, number 267. It's called A New Feeling.
It feels like springtime in November, autumn in June. You hear in my heart life's a lovely tune, and though the tears may smear my cheek, you change the salt within my tears too sweet. It's like bread to a beggar, joy to the hurt, sight to the blind man. It's heaven on earth. I've never had this feeling before. Is it love? Should I really know? This new feeling that I have is strange, oh so strange. Love you, love you, love you so. I know it now, you're in my dream, and I'll never let it change. Oh, that I found you, the one thing I know, you're my life's only treasure. I can't let you go, and I pray till the end of time that you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine.
There you go. That's Joe Perkins and the Rookies on Sid Nathan's King record label. And that one there from March of 1957. 1957. That's their second release on the King label. A New Feeling is the name of the tune. I remember when George Tompkins told me, he said, Johnny, you got to get this record on the stock copy because the stock copies play better. All the promos have this kind of like switch. It's like a pressing plan defect or something, but the stock copies do not. I did learn that from George when he told me about that. But I don't know. Darren, is this the same Joe Perkins from where? I don't know. I don't know any other Joe Perkins. But anyway, there you go. Number 267. Let's continue here on the countdown. Again, receiving 3 mentions and 31 points. This group returns, this group of brothers from Cincinnati, Ohio. We heard their debut single coming in at number 303 on the Teenage record label, the song called The Cow Jumped Over the Moon. That was their debut single. This is their very next record, coming in at number 266. Now, this is on George Goldner's Mark X record label. Now, this one released, and specific to the ballads, it says the Mark X copy versus the Cindy copy, because I do have the release on the Cindy label, which isn't the first press. That Cindy release came out in 1958, but this one released first in August of 1957 and is the true first press of the record. I'm talking about the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers on Mark X Records. It features 16-year-old Ronald Isley on lead, and he also wrote the tune, number 266 on the Mark X label, which is the first press. The Isley Brothers with Don't Be Jealous. Number 266 on the survey, the sound of the Isley Brothers. They're originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's their second overall release on George Goldner's Mark X record label, Don't Be Jealous. First issued in August of 1957. Then it came out in June of 58 on the Cindy label, and it is valued more on Cindy. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. And often don't see this Mark X release either. And I remember when I got this way, way back when I first started collecting from The Count. If anybody has ever dealt with Bob Ellis, The Count, it's like, I'm telling you, he is one of the most difficult people to deal with when you're buying records. And his records are not all in good condition, and he wants like top dollar for them. So you got to really hem and haw. And I was just a young collector, and everybody else, my peers, were laughing at me while I was dealing with him. And I'm like, well, he's got some good records. They're a little bit in off condition, but if they're priced, at 10% of the value, no, he's not. He's going to charge you the full value. And I had to hem and haw and he spoke to me the other day, too. He's having some health issues, as many of us are. But anyway, let's continue here with the countdown. And let's go back to Detroit now. And this is not an easy record to find either. It's on Norbert Biernat's Star X label, as both sides of this 45 were recorded in a garage at 9060 Joseph Campu Street. And that was it's in Hamtramck. Did I say that right? I can never pronounce that part of Michigan. Hamtramck. So somebody phonetically, please type that in the chat room so I can say it correctly. Now, the song written by the group's manager, his name is Leo Parks, and Eddie Bartell and his Dukes of Rhythm are providing the instrumentation. And this is on Star X Records, and the lead singer on this is Aaron Little. Let's go to 1957 at number 265, the Frasandos on Star X Records. It's called Your Last Goodbye. Tell you, it wasn't the greatest acoustic sound there, but it's a mint copy on the Star X record label. There you go, the sound of the Frasandos. That's Aaron Little on lead. 1957 release, Your Last Goodbye, receiving 3 mentions and 31 points. Now, this group would then later change their name to the Five Masters. They would sign with Robert West's Bumblebee Records in late 1958. The Bumblebee label owned by Robert West. Let's continue continue here on the countdown. Let's go to Woburn, Massachusetts for the B-side to the debut single for this group called The Tune Weavers. And this is the original flip side of their big hit, Happy Happy Birthday Baby. This is on Frank Pappalardo's Casa Grande label. Of course, this would be picked up by Checker Records and distributed nationally as it became a big hit. But this came out in July of 1957, and it received 4 mentions and 31 points from May 1957. Margot Sylvia, she's the lead singer on this. These are the Tune Weavers, number 264 on Casa Grande Records. It's called Old Man River.
Rolling along, jug, rolling along, jug, rolling along, jug, rolling along. He's Old Man River, jug, rolling along. Well, Old Man River, that Old Man River, he don't say nothing, but he must know something. He's Old Man River, he keeps on just rolling along. He don't plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton, and them that plants them is soon forgotten. He's Old Man River, he keeps on just rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, bodies all aching and racked with pain. Tote that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary, sick of trying, tired of living and feared of dying. But Old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. Old Man River keeps rolling. Old Man River, he's Old Man River. Jug, roll along. Jug, roll along. Jug, roll along. Jug, roll along. He's Old Man River. Jug, roll along.
There you go there. That's Margot Sylvia and the Tune Weavers there. Featured it on the first press, Casa Grande Records. That's Frank Pappalardo's Casa Grande label, May 1957. Their rendition of the tune Old Man River. And that one there that song dates back to 1927 as done by Ken Sisson and his orchestra. Of course, the flip side, I'm sure it made this survey probably way high too. Happy, Happy Birthday Baby. But the Checker release, some of the flip sides are not Old Man River. The flip side is by Paul Gayton. It's an instrumental. And I don't know what was up with that. I have to check it out. Maybe Marv Goldberg has something about why the some of those flip sides were the instrumental. But anyway, let's continue here on the countdown. This next song also received 4 mentions and 31 points. I found this song out in the wild here when I was a young collector. This is on Stan Feldman and Ed Portnoy's Ivy Records out of New York City, and it appears to be the group's only release, and both sides of the 45 are ballads, but this is the intended B-side of the 45. The group is called Jimmy Lewis and the Volumes. It's with B.B. Butler and the orchestra from November 1957, coming in at 263 on the Ivy record label. Jimmy Lewis and the Volumes with I Saw a Cottage in My Dreams.
I saw a cottage in my dreams last night, in my moments of loneliness, and in that cottage, darling, you appeared to bring me happiness. And then a band began to play. I asked you for a dance. Oh yes, we danced until the break of day, and found a new romance. I've prayed for miracles for a long, long while. I found that miracle in your sweet smile. Now at last you're really here with me, while the moonlight softly beams. Oh, let me love you in reality, the way I loved you in that cottage in my dream.
That's a very nice tune there, coming in at number 263. It's from November 57. It's Jimmy Lewis and the Volumes. It's on Ivy Records. It's called I Saw a Cottage in My Dreams. As we start to wind down here on the program, let's go to entry number 362. And again, well, let me see here. Is this 7? How many people picked this record here, just for curiosity's sake? And I didn't write this down. 4 release. 4 people mentioned this next tune. This is really an ultra rare 45. One of the, probably, I would have to say, this is the hardest record to get on the Gone record label, George Goldner's Gone Records, and not much is known of this group. They're called the Deltas, and it's very hard to find this 45 on the Black Gone label. Goldner put it out in the early 1960s on the Multicolor, and that's what everybody seems to have this record on. So if you went into Times Square Records and bought this 45, you would have it on the Multicolor, and that still is up there in price. That record used to sell for like $25. It might be up to like $75 or more now. I don't know. I do have it on the Multicolor, but I was thrilled when Spence, and it wasn't cheap, I can tell you that much. But it made it to number 262, both sides written by Eugene Morris Jr., and I really don't know if he was a member of the group or not. I'm assuming he was, but it's 1957 coming in at 362 with 31 points. These are the Deltas on the Gone label with Let Me Share Your Dream, number 362.
Don't ever say that we are through.
one chance. All my heart has been left astray. Baby, I want to share your dreams with you. Don't ever say that we are through. It would hurt me so.
That's a nice copy too. It's not mint, but it's not bad, I have to admit. But those are the deltas there. Very rare 45 on George Goldner's Gone record label, 1957. Let Me Share Your Dreams. I'm sure that the flip side will make it on the survey. A frantic up-tempo for sure. But there you go. That's 4 mentions for 31 points. This song, this next song, also 4 mentions with 31 points. As we go to Brooklyn, New York for number 261 on the survey. And this is the B-side of their second release on Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. The song co-written by the lead singer. His name is Danny Hicks. And Danny Hicks, who was on lead, you also hear... Danny Hicks also, he's the high tenor echo that you hear on the song called Dear Lord, which was their first release. But this is from February of 57. These are the Continentals and number 261 on Whirling Disc Records. The song is called Soft and Sweet, number 261.
Soft and sweet, that is how I want you to be. I just want to hold you tight, 'cause you seem so sweet to me. Oh, by your side, there I'd like to be just one night. I just want to hold you tight, 'cause you seem so sweet to me.
If you give me a chance to prove my romance, then all that I love so, and I may ask you, dear, please don't let me go.
By your side, there I'd like to be just one night. I just want to hold you tight, 'cause you seem so sweet to me.
As B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, those are the Continentals. Continentals, that's the B-side to their second release on the Whirling Disc record label, February 57. Danny Hicks on lead. Soft and Sweet is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 260 now. This song receiving 2 mentions and 32 points. This group from High Point, North Carolina, they had 6 releases on Bess Berman's Apollo record label, and this was the hardest one for me to find. And of course, when I get it, it's slightly off center. And of course, there was one in a box I was looking at that I neglected to take, but maybe it'll still be there, but who knows. But this is a tad off center. I hope I lined it up right, but it's number 260 on the survey from November 1957. They're 5th of 6 on a Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Chester Mayfield, he's the lead singer. Let's give a listen to the Casanovas. The Casanovas on Apollo at number 260. It's called Please Be Mine.
Do 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 do.
This way, my friends, they all say I'm in love with you, hoping someday for your love in return, hoping you learn. He only knows how much I care. He also knows how much I can bear. You may fly high, yes, up in the sky, but please come back or I'll die, and please be mine. Be mine. I love you so. Want you to know. Oh yes, oh yeah. Sky, but please come back or I'll die, and please be mine. Be mine.
Sound of the Casanovas there. Nice tune there. Chester Mayfield on lead. That's their 5th of 6 on the Apollo record label from November of 1957. Please Be Mine is the name of the tune. That received 2 mentions and 32 points. So that one there high up on the Copyright Police are out in full force now. I don't know what their issue is, but let's continue here. Got two more 45s to go before Johnny G signs off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to number 259 now. This received 3 mentions and 32 points, as we have the Sound of the Moonglows here. And this is the Moonglows here. Now, this side features lead singer Prentice Barnes. He was the original bass of the group, and he did lead only on one other side. I think it was the B-side to their debut single on Wait a minute. Is that right, Charlene? I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna say anything yet. This is from February '57. These are the Moonglows on the Chess record label at entry number 259 with "I'm Afraid the Masquerade is Over." This is number 259.
Well, your eyes don't shine like they used to shine, and the thrill is gone when your lips meet mine. Well, I'm afraid, yes, the masquerade is over, and so in love, ooh, and so in love. Well, the words don't mean what they used to mean. They were once inspired, now they're just routine. Well, I'm afraid, yes, the masquerade is over, and so in love, well, and so in love, and so in love.
I guess I'll have to play mariachi and get myself a clown disguise and learn to laugh like mariachi.
Well, with tears standing in my whip, I said yes, you look a lot the same. But my heart says no, 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 you're not the same. But I'm afraid, well, the masquerade is over, and so in love, oh, and so in love, and so in love.
I guess I'll have to play mariachi and get myself a clown disguise and learn to laugh like mariachi.
Well, with tears standing in my whip, I said no, yes, you look the same. But my heart said no, 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 you're not the same. But I'm afraid, well, the masquerade is over, well, and so in love, well, and so in love. Drop, do, wop, drop.
I needed to double check there because I wasn't sure that Prentice Barnes was on lead there, but Marv Goldberg has that Prentice is on lead because it sounded like Harvey Fuqua there a little bit, but it's not. That's February 1957. Those are the Moonglows with Prentice Barnes on lead. I'm Afraid the Masquerade is Over. That one they're receiving 32 points with 3 mentions, number 259 on the survey. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the tunes you heard today on the 1957 Relic Survey. I'll be back next Thursday afternoon with more on the survey as we continue here. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Charlene, for your help again. And I'll be back Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So send me your requests at vinyltreasures@aol.com if you have a favorite song that you'd like to hear. If I have the 45, I will feature it for you on the program. Hopefully on its. If I don't have an original, I mean, for these countdowns, I'll try to get other means to play the records, but I don't know about the. I don't know. But I have a lot of records, but I like to play them on originals, and that's why I'm accumulating the ones that people have requested that I have on 78 to do a big 78 show. That'd be 3 hours of 78s. That's a lot of heavy lifting for Johnny G. But thank you all for being here. If you missed any of the program, it'll be up on YouTube momentarily. I haven't posted anything onto the website, but you can always go there in case the show is blocked by the copyright police. That's vinyltreasures.net. You can download the shows there. It's easy to do. You can download it on your PC or device, or you can just stream it. A lot of people don't have time to look at the view. They listen to the archive, and that's what they do. But anyway, thank you all again for being here, and we're going to close today's show with a song you all know here. I think you do. that this song received 4 mentions and 32 points. Our closing entry number 258 as we go out to the West Coast. And this is the original version of the song. It was a big number 2 national hit when it was covered by the Kingsmen in the fall of 1963. But the song was originally written and recorded by Richard Berry and his group, the Pharaohs. And this was his second of 9 on the Flip record label. This was a number 31 record on KOL if you were tuned in Seattle, Washington. So our closers from March 57, number 358 on the Flip record label, Richard Berry and the Pharaohs, and the original version of Louie Louie. That's it, folks. Time for lunch for Johnny G, and I'll see you next time. Make sure, if you have not yet done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you heard, and click that bell to receive all notifications when Johnny G goes live. You'll get it sent to your email address. You can just click it, and it'll bring you right to the program. That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show this afternoon. I'll see you Saturday night, maybe next Wednesday for some of you, but I'll see most of you Saturday night on the 50s show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Louie Louie.
Me gotta go. Louie, Louie. Me gotta go. Fine little girl, she wait for me. Me catch the ship across the sea. I sail the ship all alone. I never think I'll make it home. Louie, Louie. Well, me gotta go. Louie, Louie. Me gotta go. 3 nights and days, me sail the sea. Me think of girl constantly. On the ship, I dream she there. I smell the rose in her hair. Louie, Louie. Me gotta go. Well, Louie, Louie. Me gotta go. Me see Jamaica moon above. It won't be long. Me see me love. Me take her in my arms and then I tell her I never leave again. Louie, Louie. Well, me gotta go. Louie, Louie. Me gotta go.